Hello everybody and welcome to this laser cutting workshop by MakeLaserGifts.com. I'm Kyle and I'll be your guide for the following tutorial. With Christmas around the corner, we have created this little workshop in which I'm going to show you how you can design your own Christmas decoration. And for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, or would rather make something that isn't Christmas themed, you are free to decorate the templates however you wish. You could even use this workshop to design your own special laser cut gift tag. It's up to you to decide how your design is going to look. So let's get stuck in. Before we begin, I'd like to show you a few ways you can control this video. However, if you'd like to get stuck in with the workshop, you can skip to the next part of this video by clicking the time listed on the video. This video makes use of YouTube's timestamp feature. By going to the video description, you will see the timestamps I've set for each section of this video. If you'd like to skip to a different section, or rewatch one that you've previously seen, simply click its timestamp in the description. This feature also splits the video's progress bar into the different sections. When you roll your mouse over a specific part of the bar, it will tell you what section that comes under. This will make it easier for you to take a break and continue from where you left off. Also down in the description, you will find some useful links, a link to the website, and a link to the workshop page. That concludes this section on video control. Now the very first thing to do is make your way to our website, www.makelasergifts.com. You'll want to do this in a separate tab or separate window in order to carry on watching this video. When our website is loaded up, click on the link that says laser cutting up at the top. Once here, scroll down until you see the two options, I want to cut only and I want to cut and engrave. For this workshop, you want to select I want to cut and engrave. This will scroll you down to the cut and engrave section. From there, click on View Details underneath the laser-friendly Wood Sheets Cut plus Engrave heading. This will load up a page with all the available woods. Then select the 4mm MDF. Once the page is loaded up, click on the button that says Customize It, and this will take you to the platform. First, we're going to go and click on Browse Design Ideas. Then select Workshop Templates in the menu to the left. Scroll down and select Christmas Decorations. If for some reason it's not letting you scroll, click the cross in the top of the menu and come back to it by clicking on Browse Design Ideas. Now here you should have a selection of templates. Select whichever one takes your fancy. The template size is much larger than the size of the actual decoration itself. Like most of our templates, it has been done this way so you can easily see what you're designing. This next bit of information applies to all decoration templates apart from the Candycane. The green dotted line is there to help you position things inside the actual decoration. It should help you keep your design nice and neat. Anything outside this area will still be included. You'll find that this Candycane template looks a little different than the rest. This is because the only part of it that is available for customization is the bow. Only design elements inside the dotted line will be counted for cutting and engraving. Any part of text or graphics that fall outside of it will be removed. Later on in this video I will briefly touch on how you can take advantage of this. Once I'm happy with my template selection, I'm going to jump right into an example design. I'm going to start by going to the Add Text button, and then adding a single letter. I'll use the first letter of my first name. For a more in-depth tutorial on the ins and outs of editing text, you can check out our previous workshop on laser cut cards. In that workshop, I have two whole sections dedicated to how you can edit text and set it for either cutting or engraving. There should now be both a link on screen and there should also be a link down in the description below. So I'm going to set the text colour to white and the text outline to red. As it is now, it will just set the letter to be cut out. That's fine, but I can take this a step even further. If I then go into Add Graphic, then Ideal for Cutting, I head on over to the Shape section, and I'm going to select the circle. I'm going to make sure that the circle's set to red. If we make sure the letter is slightly bigger than the circle, this will allow us to create a different effect. This means the gaps between the edges of the circle and the letter will be cut out instead of the entire letter. I could then put graphics or text on the letter itself so that this will engrave, but I think I'm going to keep this one simple and add a bit of black text. This text will engrave. Now I'm going to demonstrate the use of the Curve Text tool. Select the option labelled Text Shape. This setting allows you to do 4 different things. You can make the letters line up vertically rather than horizontally. You can make the text have a slight round curve to it. You can make the text have a more extreme curve to it. Or you can make the text curve from 2 different directions starting from the middle. You can drag the slider or use the plus and minus buttons on either side of it to change the intensity of the effect. Click the remove button to get rid of any curvature. To save time on having to go back to the Add Graphics option, you can duplicate graphics by simply clicking on them, then in the side panel going over to the Duplicate button. Text can also be duplicated. However, there is a bug with the platform that means that you cannot change the colour of text that you have duplicated. Duplicated objects keep the same size, rotation, and colour as the original. It's a great way to populate your design with repeating patterns. After a little tinkering about, this is what I've come up with. You'll notice that some of the snowflakes are outside of the dotted line. I have intentionally done this as only the bits of the snowflake that are inside the dotted line will be engraved. The bits outside the line will be ignored completely. This feature only applies to the Candycane template. Once you have something you're happy with, click on Get a Quote on the panel to the left, and then fill out each of the boxes. Be sure to mention which workshop it is you've done in the subject box. You also must include your full address in the message box. If you do not include your full address, we cannot send your item out to you. Once you have received your item and have decorated it, please send us pictures of the end result. And with that, I'm going to leave you with one final example. Thank you very much for watching.